Imagine carrying a bottle of water everywhere you go, except it has a tiny crack at the bottom. You don't notice it at first, but hour by hour, drop by drop, everything drains out. Your energy, your authority, your influence, not because someone stole it, because you leaked it. Most people believe power is taken through force, by louder voices, smarter rivals, or ruthless competitors. But in reality, influence is usually lost through uncontrolled exposure, not betrayal, not defeat, visibility without discipline. Today, you're going to learn the 7 silent behaviors that make intelligent, capable people easy to control, and how to replace them with a presence so calm, so deliberate, so grounded that people stop trying to manage you altogether. This isn't about becoming cold. It's about becoming unshakable. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the most powerful people in any room often say the least, reveal the least, and react the slowest. And why that restraint is not weakness, it's command. Stop broadcasting unfinished battles. There's a crucial difference between sharing wisdom and sharing wounds. One builds respect. The other quietly dissolves it. Psychologists call this state-dependent communication. When you speak while emotionally flooded, your words carry the chaos of that state. Your voice, posture, pacing, everything signals instability, even if your message sounds logical. Imagine 2 leaders addressing the same crisis. Leader A says, "We faced a difficult situation last quarter. Here's what we learned and how we adapted." Leader B says, "I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what we're going to do. Who feels safe or follow? Who feels reliable under pressure?" Research from the Harvard Business School shows that people equate emotional steadiness with competence, even when skill levels are identical. Your brain is wired to trust calm. So here's the rule: process in private, present in clarity. Exercise the delay principle. Next time you feel the urge to vent publicly, wait 24 hours. If the message still feels necessary, share the lesson, not the storm. Ask yourself, am I sharing insight or seeking relief? Only one preserves authority: the fairness illusion. Many intelligent people are betrayed by a dangerous assumption. If I'm reasonable, others will be too. Behavioral economists call this naive reciprocity bias, projecting your values onto people who don't share them. The world runs on incentives, not intentions. Consider negotiation research from Stanford University. Participants who assumed mutual fairness conceded earlier and lost more. Those who observed behavior first gained leverage. Powerful individuals don't start with trust. They start with data. What to do instead? Replace expectation with observation. Watch how someone behaves when they're under pressure. They don't get what they want. There's no reward for cooperation. Character appears when convenience disappears. Mantra: I study patterns before I invest trust. Emotional bait and the reaction trap. Not all attacks are meant to hurt you. Some are meant to measure you. In social psychology, this is called provocation testing. Small stimuli used to gauge emotional thresholds: a sarcastic remark, a dismissive glance, a subtle interruption. Most people react instantly. Powerful people pause, because reaction reveals wiring. Neurologically, an immediate response comes from the amygdala, the brain's threat detector. A delayed response engages the prefrontal cortex, the decision center. In simple terms, impulse signals vulnerability, delay signals control. Tactical skill, the neutral pause. When provoked, breathe once. Respond slower than feels natural. Silence creates uncertainty. Uncertainty removes leverage. Over time, people stop testing those they cannot read. The authority of brevity. Over-explaining is often disguised as clarity, but psychologically it signals doubt. Communication studies from Princeton University found that concise speakers were perceived as more confident, competent, and trustworthy, regardless of content accuracy. Why? Because certainty sounds simple. Hesitation sounds detailed. When you explain excessively, you invite debate instead of direction. Replace this: I just wanted to explain my reasoning because I thought maybe, with this: here's a decision. Let's move forward. Clarity reduces resistance. Confidence closes negotiations before they begin. Stop writing your own limiting script. Your brain believes what you repeat. This is called the self-labeling effect. When you say, "I'm terrible under pressure," your mind doesn't treat it as a complaint. It treats it as identity. Studies from University of Michigan show that identity statements shape future behavior more strongly than goals do. So instead of labeling weakness, frame growth. Not, "I'm bad at public speaking," but "I'm developing strong speaking skills." One locks you in place. The other creates momentum. Language shapes perception. Perception shapes opportunity. The speed of trust determines its value. Fast intimacy feels powerful, but it's often fragile. Real trust grows like roots, invisible at first, strengthening over time. When you reveal everything quickly, you skip the evaluation phase. You trust potential instead of character. Psychologists call this premature disclosure bonding. It creates closeness without stability. Strategic people reveal themselves in layers, not to manipulate, to protect energy. The layer method. Level 1, surface conversation. Level 2, opinions. Level 3, personal experiences. Level 4, vulnerabilities. Most people jump from 1 to 4 in a single evening. Influential people move gradually. Mystery is not distance. It's pacing. Integrity versus emotional. Modern culture praises total exposure, but constant emotional broadcasting doesn't create strength. It creates dependency. Integrity means your inner world is organized before it's expressed. It's honesty with structure. You don't deny emotion. You refine it. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote that true strength is a mind undisturbed by turbulence, not emotionless, unshaken. Final principle: you don't need to hide who you are. You need to choose who earns access to it. Because influence isn't about dominance. It's about emotional self-command. Power rarely announces its arrival. It shows up as calm, as patience, as the ability to remain steady when others become predictable. From this moment forward, remember, you are not responsible for revealing everything about yourself. You are responsible for protecting your focus, your stability, and your direction. Speak with intention. Pause before reacting. Observe before trusting. Reveal in layers. Because when you become difficult to read, you become difficult to control. And when you become difficult to control, you become free. If this message reached you at the right time, take it as a signal. Your next level isn't louder. It's calmer.